Hello, marketing managers. Feedback after reading and reviewing your first case study write-up. First off, kudos to each of you. Quality work submitted across the board, and I thank you for the time and careful effort put into writing your first case. So let's go through some quick feedback. Simple things, but just after reviewing all the cases, wanted to call out. First is that of the title page. Please be sure to include one. It can be clean, simple, any color or imagery helps, but it really sets the tone for quality and I guess pronounces that executive summary style. Second item of feedback, recommendation. The recommendation is your central thought. It is you having done all the critical thinking and analysis and then just simply telling us what we need to know. So make sure the non-verbals mirror the importance of that recommendation. So as you begin your case, we begin with an executive summary. Call that out in a bold heading, right? You'll see some indentations and so forth. Place your recommendation right below the executive summary. Again, if you can give it a bold heading and a space, it's going to draw the reader's eye to it. And what that does is it just simply frames up the intent of the case. It instantly provides clarity to the reader. Okay. Next item, visuals. Please make sure that your visuals included are comprehensive. What that means is they're interpreting the data for the reader instead of the reader having to mine through a bunch of visuals to understand what they mean. Okay, so visuals should be comprehensive. They should be at a glance. Make sure that they are condensed. They're contained in an image that you can see in one glance versus having to scroll page to page. And again, it's your summarization or interpretation of the data. Next bit of feedback is just simply on the note of business writing. Your cases will all be written in executive summary style. Okay, so a couple key things to keep in mind when we write in this particular style. We always assume that our work is not going to be read word for word. If you are submitting a brief or a recommendation to your senior leader, assume that it will not be read. So with that said, lean on your nonverbals to guide the reader and tell them what is most important to know. Okay, you'll see the road sign up here. Everything you do non-verbally guides that reader. It's telling them where to go to find what. So things like headings, you'll notice in the sample down here, instantly draw your eye. Bold font, it gives it some variation, some separation, where the reader doesn't become overwhelmed by the redundancy of the print. Spacing, simple things like adding a separate space after a heading or between paragraphs, it gives your paper, what's the word I'm searching for? Some freedom where the reader does not feel overwhelmed. They know they can at a glance navigate the work. And indentations as well, as you can see. So again, your nonverbal elements are your road signs. It allows the reader to find what they need and go directly to it. So use the nonverbals to their utmost ability. And then the last item of feedback is just simply some content reminders. Please be sure to include synthesis, evaluation when you are taking what we're learning in class and applying it to the case. Things to interpret or bring into your case, the 4 Ps, product, price, promotion, placement, the 5 Cs, company, context, customers, competitors, collaborators. Now that was consistently what I observed was lack of 5C discussion. I have posted some resources under the Share a Resource tab in Moodle to give you a little bit more background on the 5 Cs. And then lastly, STP, that segmentation, targeting, position. Please be sure to include a level of synthesis of these concepts within your evaluations and your recommendation. Thank you very much. You all did a fantastic job. I look forward to our next case.